Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your weekly tarot forecast. Please like, comment, and subscribe, especially if this reading resonates with you. And that way you won't miss any of the weekly or monthly tarot readings that we do for your sign, all right? So let's just get right into it and see what it is that Sagittarius needs to know for this coming week. We start out with the Prince of Wands. Okay, so that might be representing you at this very moment and in this coming week, the energy that you are kind of expressing this week, right? We're going to do our Dove and Serpent spread. We're going to include our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're going to leave that right there. We're not going to look at that until the very end, so please stick around. And hopefully that'll tie the reading together or give us that confirmation that we're looking for. Okay, so let's see. Looks like we've got, a lot of kind of stability, at least on the path of the dove here. We see a couple of fours. We see some earth cards. There's a little bit of kind of a little bit of chaotic energy going on, I think. But primarily what we've got is you being just exceptionally prepared for something, right? I think this Prince of Wands is kind of representing you. It's representing your eagerness, your ambition, kind of your readiness, but that energy that's just like ready to go, right? All you need is just that last, green light, that last impulse to get going and get moving. Because you've got this great energy, and I don't think it's going to last forever. I don't think it's going to be a long-lasting energy, right? I don't think this is something that if you wait around for it, you're still going to have this motivation, in the next few weeks or months or if you wait, right? So I think the time to take advantage of this energy, this impulse, this kind of excitement maybe, or this enthusiasm that you're feeling, I think it's time to take advantage of that now. And then crossing your path, we have the Chariot card. And I think this card, in this context, kind of represents your readiness. It represents the preparation that you've been undergoing for this new adventure, this new move that you're making. I think it's in some way related to your success, but I don't know quite yet if that is in the kind of domestic or romantic world, or if it's in your professional employment career kind of domain, right? But I see that you have this eagerness, this ambition, this readiness to move forward with your goals, to start accomplishing those goals, and reaching your achievements. You've got that kind of, that Prince of Wands energy, right? And I think you're prepared. I think you've done the work up until now. You've really been getting everything in order for the past little while, maybe a few months. You've kind of been building up to this. But with this Chariot card, it seems like everything is in place right now. Everything has been prepared, planned, everything's been accounted for, everything has been tuned up, maintained, it's ready to go. Right? It's like this chariot is polished and oiled, ready to go. The sphinxes are fed and groomed. You've got your armor on. That's nice and polished and shiny. You've got your valuables with you, right? You're ready to go. And now you're kind of in the car, and you're just about to turn that key. And there's just that slightest bit of hesitation that I'm feeling that's preventing you from really moving forward now. And again, this is in some way related to your success, your life goals and plans, right? But I think it might be more in the kind of business or career field than it is really with romance. And I'll tell you why as we move along here. So the first card that I want to get to in the recent past, kind of what's kind of led us to this point today, is this Four of Cups. And looking at all the rest of these cards and this energy here, I'm thinking that you felt a little bit stuck or unfulfilled or kind of disappointed in your career field or your employment or the company that you work for, the work that you do, right? And yeah, this is a cup card. This is, supposed to be emotions and the water element and stuff. I think you've just been thoroughly dissatisfied with things. Not to the point where it's a disaster, you've got to leave, but just to the point where you're not quite happy with it. It's fine, right? It's probably okay. Things are going generally well with that association, if that's the company that you work for, the business that you're in. I think it's been fairly stable. It's maybe a pretty secure thing. It's nothing exciting, though. It's nothing special. It's nothing that you're really, truly in love with. Okay? It's just kind of bland, maybe, and you're looking for something a little more spicy. So I think this is kind of what's brought you to this point now where you're really starting to kind of, you're really starting to get that itch, and you're just about ready to make this big move, make this big change. Right on the verge of it. Because I think this bland kind of situation that you've been in, yeah, it's been stable, it's been all right, but there's just not a lot there. Maybe there's not much of an exciting prospect for the future. Maybe it's just kind of, this is it. And it's not really going anywhere, right? So I think that's what has led you to this Prince of Wands Chariot situation that we're in now, right? Where you're right there in the driver's seat, you're just about to turn the key, start the engine, and get going. What are you going toward? Well, going toward this Princess of Discs. And if you're already a follower of this channel, you know that this Princess of Discs contains every other element, right? It's an earth card, but it contains the air, the water, the fire, right? And so when I say that you're headed towards this Princess of Discs, this is headed towards really the ultimate fulfillment of all of your, tangible goals, right? The things that you really are going to want to attain in this lifetime, in this physical realm. Financial stability and success, profit, health, wellness, well-being, emotional fulfillment, love, satisfaction, pleasure, intellectual stimulation, intellectual challenge, something for your mind to really grab onto, right? And something that's spiritually fulfilling as well, that allows you to be creative, that allows you to pursue your passions and really feel like you're doing what you're meant to be doing, right? The Princess of Discs is really that ultimate goal, and you're just about to start driving pretty fast, probably, right to this goal. Okay, and this is what I see in the immediate future. Now, what's going on beneath the surface is another one of these stable 4 cards. We had the 4 of Cups showing that the situation that you're in now is pretty stable, and, there's no real upset, there's no real problem there, but it's not anything exciting. It's not deeply satisfying, but it's not deeply disappointing either. It's just kind of, bland was the word. And now we see this 4 of Swords just beneath the surface. And I think in some way this is talking about the lack of intellectual, mental stimulation that you're kind of getting from the work that you're doing now, or this situation that you're in now. Because it might not be a work employment situation for all of you. For some of you, it could be related to school, your choice of study. It could be at home, too. It could be in your domestic life or your romantic life. But I think there's a lack of mental, intellectual stimulation there, right? There's no challenge. There's nothing that you really can grab onto to learn and to grow and to challenge yourself, right? It's just, again, it's kind of that bland situation. It's stable, it's good, no major problems, no excitement, no challenges, no opportunity for growth. I think that's important. And the one thing that the Princess of Discs also represents is that kind of growth. But a growth that's very wholesome and incorporates all aspects of our being, all aspects of our life, right? The physical, financial, mental, emotional, spiritual, creative. So you're looking to grow and expand and just have more abundance in any one of those realms or all of those realms. Because you've got this lack of stimulation both mentally and emotionally, right? And I think this might be something that you're not really consciously thinking about day to day, right? It may just be more of a feeling or an instinct or just, an intuitive kind of knowing where you're just like, something's not right. And you're getting this urge, you're getting this excitement and kind of this anxiety that you've got to get going. And you've got your chariot ready. So you're just on the verge of getting things moving. But at the top of the spread here, we have this 10 of Swords. And I think, in a very basic way, this is the fear of failure, right? This is what's kind of keeping you in this situation that we see on the path of the dove here, this stable but lukewarm, milquetoast, kind of bland situation with these 4s. Because this is stable. It's pretty safe and secure, right? I mean, it's a stable thing you got going. So moving into something that may be more challenging, more risky, more exciting, more fulfilling with this Princess of Discs, I think there's a fear of just losing that security, losing that stability, going out into the unknown where maybe it's not going to be better, right? There's always that possibility. Maybe it's not going to be as fulfilling as this situation is with these 4s, even though this is pretty basic, pretty baseline. What if? What if it's not better? So there's this fear, and I think this is part of the whole issue with the reading today. All of this energy kind of in a nutshell saying, there's this fear of the unknown. There's this fear of failure. There's this fear of maybe ruining the good thing that you have now. Stable, nothing crazy, but it's there. It's, reliable, I guess. So there's the fear of ruining that stability, that safety that you have now. If you were to take advantage of this opportunity to really just hit the gas and get going towards something that's more fulfilling, more holistic, more wholesome, more opportunity for abundance. Okay. Now let's go over to the path of the serpent here and see if we can get a little more insight into what might be happening. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate all of the love and support, so thank you. We see here, this is kind of what's been on your mind, right? This is what's been occupying your thoughts lately. And usually this card represents your kind of state of mind, right? What your kind of overall energy is about lately. Well, here we have a court card, and here we have a Knight of Swords. I think this is another person in your life that you've been thinking about a lot lately. I think maybe this is part of the reason why you've got this reluctance with this little bit of fear of failure or of ruining the good thing that you've got, right? I think it involves this person. I think this is maybe an air sign person, maybe not. The swords, the air in this context could just indicate that it's really someone that you've been thinking a lot about. And especially since it's down here in the position of your ego, your headspace, your general energy. I think you're concerned for this person and how your possible decisions, action, your possible, movement is going to affect this person. And maybe they're involved with this stable situation that you have. And part of that fear is that you're going to ruin this generally, basically pretty good thing that you've got going, right? So I think this person's on your mind a lot. Now, in terms of your relationship with that person, we see a 6 of Wands. And this, I think, is your concern for your own growth and opportunity and abundance, which is kind of at the heart of this situation. But it's equally your concern for this person. And you're wanting them to be just as fulfilled and abundant and successful and have the same kind of joy and pleasure and satisfaction that you're after, right? So I feel like you deeply care about this person. You really want them to succeed. And maybe part of this is you're worried that if you were to pursue your goals and work on your success and your abundance and your growth, that somehow you're going to be putting this other person, I think is here, at a disadvantage, at a loss, that you're going to be doing them some harm or damage, right? So I think you have this kind of fairness or care. You have this bond with this person. It may not be romantic. It could be just a spiritual bond. It could be a close friend, family member, coworker, classmate, whoever. But I think that you're worried your decisions are going to affect them. And by you taking advantage of this opportunity to make this move, whatever it is, and go after your growth and your goals and your success, that you're somehow going to be acting unfairly to this person that we see here. Now, the next card we come to is the Lust or Strength card. This is in the position of your fears, worries, and concerns, right? But this card represents the kind of the magical power that you have, or this ability to control your passion and your lust and your drive and your excitement. It's really the fuel kind of that is behind this Prince of Wands here. It's kind of like this is the spiritual energy. This is that deep lust and this deep drive that you have that is manifesting as this sense of urgency, this anxiety, this feeling like you're ready to go. You're kind of like busting at the seams, right? And it's based on this. It's your passion, your ambition, your lust, your love, your drive to really go after what are your ultimate goals in life. And so I think you're trying to get a handle on this kind of inner strength and drive, this passion that you have for your success and your growth and all of that kind of stuff. So I think you're really trying to get a handle on that. And you're trying to, I think, balance this drive and ambition, balancing that against this reluctance that you have with the Ten of Swords here and your relationship with this person, right? So you have this deep-seated drive and energy and ambition, excitement, enthusiasm. And it would be fairly easy to just open the throttle, right? Just go wide open and let that energy flow out of you. But you've got this stuff that's kind of holding you back a little bit. And so that might be part of the dilemma this week, is how are you going to kind of reconcile your deep drive and ambition and passion and lust for this work and this Princess of Discs with your sense of obligation perhaps to this person and your fear of ruining this stable situation that you're in now. Okay. And then the final card that we see on the path of the Serpent is interesting. It's Two of Cups. This is deep love and harmony. This is mutual attraction, affection, pleasure. This is a real love connection. And I wonder if this isn't trying to just give you a little bit of that green light that says, look, if you follow your passion, right? You follow this lust that you feel for whatever this move is, wherever you're headed. If you follow this, it's really going to work out well. It's really going to be worth the effort, worth the risk, right? And you're really, literally and figuratively going to fall in love with it. And you're going to be happy that you followed your passion and your ambition, right? With this Two of Cups, I think it's really going to become a joyful occasion. It's really going to be worth the risk, okay? Now let's go over to this confirmation card and see if this, I mean, I think the Two of Cups was a pretty damn good confirmation, right? That you're on the right track here. But let's see if this confirmation card gives us any other clues. Well, interesting. Yeah, it is an even better confirmation. This is the Ace of Discs. And the Ace of Discs is really the gift that the Princess of Discs is bringing you, right? These two cards really do go together, like bread and butter here. Okay. So this Princess of Discs, this is your, that goal that you're striving for in life, the complete fulfillment, whatever it may look like to you. But that's just your ultimate goal in this lifetime, right? For fulfillment on every level of your being. Well, this Ace of Discs is you really attaining that, right? But it's this move that you're making is going to be the seed of all of this fulfillment, right? It is the beginning of all of that satisfaction, pleasure, abundance, success, all that achievement. So this is the confirmation that making this move, you're really going to be planting the seed for this kind of success and abundance. That's the confirmation really that we need. And then, I mean, if this wasn't enough, that it's just going to be all love, all harmony, it's going to feel good, it's going to be good. It's also going to be successful, right? It'll feel good to go after your goals and to allow your passion to have full expression. But it's also going to feel pretty good when you start to see that this is really going to create the success that you're after, right? You're planting the seeds now for this amazing, abundant future. Now, Sagittarius, we're going to look at this a little bit more in the extended version. We'll see if we can unpack this Ace of Discs just a little bit. If you want to watch that, you can become a member of this channel by clicking on the link down in the description box. This was your weekly tarot forecast on Dove and Serpent Tarot.